We're excited to have Carlos Gurirab with us today. He's the business developer behind the DStv Namibia Content Creator Awards, which is just around the corner on November 2nd. This event shines a spotlight on some of Namibia's most talented digital creators, celebrating their work across categories such as travel and tourism, dance, fashion, and YouTube of the year. Carlos has played a key role in making this event happen, and tonight he's here to give us an inside look at what makes this year's awards so special. Carlos, welcome to the Daily Roundup.
Good day, and thank you for having me.
What inspired the creation of the DStv Namibia Content Creator Awards? Carlos, let's start there.
Okay, so on my day job, as I say, I'm basically the founder of a company called Freak Studios, me and two other partners. And Freak Studios is a business that's basically focused on developing content for companies, agencies, brands, and we've been in this industry for about 5-6 years right now. And according to our experience and what we've seen, we saw that across the world, creators are being recognized. Content creation is a whole new industry when it comes to job development. And last year we attended the Content Creator Awards in South Africa. And that's basically where we decided, okay, let's also introduce something like this in Namibia to celebrate the companies, the brands, the people, and everyone that is involved in telling Namibian stories and recording Namibian history. But most importantly, also just making us laugh on the internet and keeping us busy on YouTube. So that's basically one of the most important reasons why we came up with the awards. But the biggest reason behind them is to inspire the next.
Yeah. And of course, the awards cover a large spectrum or range of categories. Talk to us about how these specific categories were chosen and how they represent the diversity of Namibia's, creative industry.
Yeah. So we have about 18 categories in total. The 18 categories have basically been selected based on what creators do, because we have creators in different fields. We have creators who create food content. We have creators who create tourism content. So we had to study the landscape of the Namibian content creation teams, and then we decided based on the landscapes what's the best way and which are the best categories that we can have. Top 18. We had about 25 categories, but we had to cut a few of them off and focus on the 18 that we thought would be giving us the most reach in terms of the amount of people that we can get to, but also the 18 that the most people are involved in.
I hear there will be workshops as well for up-and-coming creators. That's interesting, to help them sort of pave their way forward on that creative journey. Tell us more about these workshops, what they will offer, and of course what support attendees can expect.
So if I can just maybe quickly run you down through the schedule of how we launched this. We launched the media announcement of the DStv Content Creator Awards in March. And then the next thing that was slated was basically the nominations announcement. So the nominations announcement was on the 1st of July. It was basically an event that we had at the DStv auditorium at the DStv head office. And we launched the nominations website then. So we called the public out to nominate their favorite creators. So these creators that you see right now that we announced at the nomination event last week has been nominated by the public. So we had about a month. We gave the public a month to nominate their favorite creators in the 18 categories. And after the month, we had a panel of Namibian judges that sat from across the industry, people from the Film Commission, people from NBC, people from One Africa, radio stations and so forth. And those judges basically took the numbers that we got from the public and filtered them out to get the top 4 based on the nominations that they got, but also based on certain criteria that we had for the judges: consistency, quality, and so forth. So that's basically how we came to the categories. And then after that, we launched last week. We had not the launch, but we basically announced the nominees that were selected by the judges. And the next event is the workshop that you are talking about now, that's going to be taking place on the 26th of October. It's going to be at the Vintu Country Club. It's going to be a workshop of about 5 topics. On all of those topics, we'll have panel discussions of experts, and we'll be inviting the public out to come through. And these experts, which will include some of the creators that have been nominated, industry experts. We're planning on bringing in some creators from South Africa, some experts from South Africa that can come talk to us about monetization, legal considerations. So it's going to be quite exciting, but what we want to do is we want to inspire, like you were saying there, the next generation to come through and to come see and listen to these people who are making money from content creation, who are getting paid by companies from content creation, and to learn, and we can see how we can develop the next generation of content creators.
Yeah. From your perspective, Carlos, which trends are you seeing within Namibia's digital content creation space?
So the trends that we are seeing within Namibia's digital space are basically, right now, if I'm going to be honest, it's more focused on platforms that are not paying us. And we want to, the whole reason why we are coming up with these workshops is basically for us to move our creators to platforms that are paying us. For example, if we can use Instagram, Instagram is not paying us in terms of Instagram itself paying us. We are being paid by companies from Instagram, but we are trying to get the guys to basically get onto platforms like Twitch, get onto platforms like TikTok, get onto platforms like YouTube, create more there. But most importantly, also create content for NBC, create content for One Africa. So because we want to have people get paid. So that's also one of the most important reasons why we are coming up with these whole initiatives, to move our creators from only doing content for fun and not only getting paid from companies, but where you can also get paid on your own content and by the platforms themselves. So the trend that we are seeing is that a lot of people are creating, but they are creating more for free. And we want to move them into a space where they can basically get paid by the platforms and the apps that they are using themselves.
Awesome. As I mentioned, the awards are happening on the 2nd of November. Where will it be happening, and what can we expect to see at this year's event?
So the awards will be happening at the NTN, the National Theatre of Namibia. We'll be selling a few tickets as well to the awards. We know NTN is limited, but we'll also be, the awards will be live streamed on NTV as well.
Awesome.
So that people can catch it. And on the day of the awards, you guys can catch live performances. You guys can see, get a few guests from outside of the country that will be attending the awards. And we'll also be having the companies who have sponsored the categories. Each one of the 18 categories is sponsored by a Namibian brand, starting from Gondwana, Coca-Cola, Fanta, TuneCore, Standard Bank. So a lot of these companies who have basically come on board to support each one of these categories will be presenting the awards, and we'll also be having performances, and hopefully we see who is the winner of the biggest category, which is the DStv Content Creator of the Year.
Fantastic. Well, we do look forward to it indeed. Carlos, thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Thank you very much.
That was Carlos Gurirab speaking to us there on the Namibia Content Creator Awards, slated to take place November 2nd. We'll be right back after this.